a greater bond that unites us together. Greater than that bond that unites we ourselves to our blood brothers and sisters, to our clan. There is a greater bond. And this greater bond is the Word of God. That whoever listens to the will of the Father, and the will of the Father is actually through the Word, who is Jesus Christ. That whoever listens to Jesus Christ is bonded in a stronger way to Him and to the Father. That is what brings that communion between us and the Father, listening to Jesus Christ. So if we are really to be united, to be brought together, then there is only one thing that can effectively do that. That is listening to the will of God, doing the word of God, putting into practice what Jesus Christ has taught us will make us brothers, and we shall be true brothers. Unless we are able to listen to the word of God, then our relationships are pegged on a very weak ground. It will be a very weak, like building our houses on sand. But if it is the word of God that brings us together, if it is doing the will of the Father that brings us together, then our relationship becomes stronger. So we must now, today, introspect and ask ourselves, what is it that unites me to my brother, to my sister, here in school and even at home? What do we come together to accomplish? Are we driven by the will of God, or is there something else that drives us? If that which brings us is not purified by the will of the Father, by prayer, by reading the Bible, by reflecting, by doing good works, works of charity, then our relationship is not a holy relationship. So we must seek always to purify our relationship. That's why, as friends, we cannot come together to do something that is wrong. There are no friends that come together to do something that is wrong. Friends always come together to accomplish the will of the Father, to do what is right. When people come together and do what is wrong, they are not friends. They are called accomplices. They become accomplices. They unite in doing what is wrong. And that's not the right way to walk. Even when you are in school and you see somebody is luring you to do something that is contrary to your conscience, is contrary to what God teaches us to do. You are not bound to follow that. In fact, you must run away, flee away from those circumstances where someone is driving you into something that is contrary to what is taught by God, to what the Word of God teaches, to what you have been taught by your parents, to what you have been taught by your teachers. If, for example, somebody tells you to do something that is secretive, and you realize, and all of us have the conscience, we can tell that this something is contrary to the will of God. Let us not feel bound to do it. Let us run away, because that is not friendship. And Jesus has told us, for whoever does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and my sister and my mother. So what is it that brings us together? Should be a question that all of us ask at every moment. What is it that's pulling us? Why do we always walk together? Why do we always sit with this particular person? What are we talking about? Is it the will of God? Are we doing what is right? Or are we coming together simply because we feel that we want to do something else? Like I was remembering those friends of ours who are always working together, discussing together, and plotting to do something that all of us knew that was wrong. Now, where are they? They've been separated. Kila mtu ako kwao. Now that was not friendship, because they were coming together not to do the will of the Father, but actually to go astray and destroy one another. Let us build true friendship. Let us build true relationships. And true relationships must be founded on prayer, on reading the Word of God, on our discussions in class, helping one another to advance, to become better. That is the true relationship that we should always focus on building.